Kings. Illawarra, they are ready for tonight. Oh, with a bit of flair, if you don't mind. And the Illawarra Hawks beat the Sydney Kings for the second time this season. Game.
A Hungry Jacks NBL Pride game brought to you by Champion starts a fantastic Friday doubleheader. 4 playoff teams in playing start every game this season through the regular season. It's the regular season champs against their desperate arch rivals.
Well, some subs coming in here. Listen, Tatum, he's bringing in his sharpshooters. Blanchfield, like we said, has been really good the last few weeks. And Jung Lee, look, hasn't shot the ball like we know he can, but he is an absolute radar if this thing gets going. And look for them to get the ball going quick. And for the Sydney Kings, Malawach comes in. And
fingertips there, Brad Rosen. Get on the stats machine and you tell us. I reckon I know the answer.
What date, what game, how much, and he'll know his
Absolutely
stats.
not. Here's Alex Tui putting a nice move on Blanchfield, but the finish was lacking. And the Kings stay with that 5-point lead. Harvey trying to shake Malawach. He does. That's class from Tyler Harvey.
And this is where they're so good. Tyler Harvey can bring the one up. Doesn't matter. Sees that mismatch. And when you've got your 2 shooters in Lee and Blanchfield, it opens the floor up for the best man to get that dribble and his best floater.
Oh, brace yourself.
That Sam rolling since then. Now one of the best big locals in the NBL, and a guy who is just immensely valuable in that it allows you flexibility with the construction of the rest of your roster as Noy is fouled on the arms as he attacks the hoop. Now look, Brad, what do you think Noy's thinking he's gonna do on the catch?
Scores locked, 21, 2.5 left in the first. The opening game in your Friday doubleheader, that was touched from the hands of Kwat Noy. And Tyler Harvey is very happy to clean up. So the Hawks hunting the lead, having fallen behind by 5 points. Dan Greeder, court time early. His first play is a 3-point play.
Well, it's the penetration by Illawarra. You said it before, Derek. They're just able to get their feet in the paint. There's no fouls called there. He was looking for it. Now it's going to be 5-on-4.
Spurgeon down in back play.
Now, Young Jung Lee. Oh, watch out. If the Hawks find their scoring rhythm, the Kings are in trouble. Sitting right in front of us, getting riding instructions before returning. A rebound offensively from Olbrich. He gets his own. The Hawks reset with Young Jung Lee. The bounce pass, Greeder. The tip in by Olbrich, no. Hawks by 3, final minute of the opening quarter. Harvey going to work on Malawach, who wins that battle. Got a nice tip on the ball, gave it straight back to Olbrich. Here's Harvey trying to do what he couldn't a moment ago. Costly turnover by the Kings very late in the first. In the blink of an eye, it's Illawarra out by 5. Sean Bruce trying to have the final save for Sydney. There's time here for Blanchfield. From mid-court, Todd Blanchfield is off the mark. The Hawks subdued early after an energetic start by Sydney.
Well, it's
They
been a
fight
talking,
hard late.
Well, it's Sean Bruce for Illawarra here. Let's hope they can get going. The Kings, they need to tie it up.
Well, the 3-point shooting's been very good from both teams, but in particular, the Hawks are 4 of 6.
It's the rebound count. 14-8 is what it is with offensive rebounds. 6 of them for Illawarra Hawks. And there's the 3-point play.
It's Lockie Olbrich. The first quarter started with a slew of fouls for Sydney. Dan Greeder. Adams. Greeder stays with him, and Adams can't score.
Fabulous defense by Greeder. Kept his feet in front of him, made sure he didn't foul.
Oh, Will Hickey's been floored. Young Jung Lee scores the points, and Hickey is helped off the canvas.
An outstanding defensive possession by Dan Grida. And here, Hickey just loses his footing, but fortunately, the ball bounces right to Lee, who lays it in. Brad, we're starting to see the effects of the bodies and the wave of speed and athleticism that Justin Tatum can throw at you. And with Sydney's bench pretty.
Final minute of the first half. We've had Cam Oliver and Jalen Adams play only 10 minutes of the game so far because of foul trouble. A foul off the ball. It's called on Bull Quoll.
They're the coach killers. Not only is that a foul that you don't... It's a little bit talking here. Here we go here. Just watch Bull Quoll in the top corner here. Oh, a little bit of an elbow there.
Now, I don't even know why he would
well,
have the thought process to take that action.
By the letter of the law, that is unsportsmanlike. There is absolutely no need.
Have a look at this, ref.
Well, I mean, that's a no-brainer to me.
Left of screen here, watch it on Hyun Jung Lee.
Look, bang, unsportsmanlike, done. Yeah, now Illawarra have just seen it. Now they're coming up and starting to talk to them.
It might give us a big end to this first half. They're hunting 50 points in the first half, the team that averages more than 101 points per outing.
You try not to bash and keep hitting, but you're down by 7. You've been playing well with your superstars sitting on there, and then you just give them 2 shots, side possession, momentum, the crowds come into it. It's just basketball. Well, I keep going, and it's a broken record, and I can hear Damon Lowry get it inside to Sam Froling and let him go to work.
Instead, it's Lee beyond the perimeter. Hyun Jung Lee!
That works as well.
Take 3.
Well, the sweetest revenge is a step-back 3 from Lee. This lead out to 11.
And the 50 up for the Hawks in the first half. Robertson.
Good offense.
Fantastic durability to get back out there. Noy comes away empty from that possession.
You drop it, but if not, get to the free throw line and get 2 shots.
Are they thinking high percentage down low with Froling?
No, it's Tyler Harvey for the 3. He's not letting that thing go.
Or Lee, or Blanchfield. Probably won't be Will Hickey for the 3. Instead, it will be Hyun Jung Lee. Well off the mark. But there's no time left for Sydney, apart from a full court prayer. A good first half for Justin Tatum and his men.
Like a match-up zone, and they switch where they need to and stay in there. The opening is in the middle.
Maliwatch. No joy, the rebound to Will Hickey. Dan Grida still out there, the longest serving current Hawk in his 7th season, despite so many games missed by injury. And the Korean sharpshooter, Hyun Jung Lee, enters. So Lockie Olbrich, before that, none of 8 in New Zealand. He was 22 of 23 in his previous games from the field. Lee, back to Olbrich and Blanchfield. Shot clock at 5. Lockie Olbrich from outside, not his range. Grida gets the O-board.
Wow, he's caught a hook.
Quarter. They've won 11 of their last 12 final quarters when down at 3-quarter time. They're in their sweet spot, the Kings, Hyun Jung Lee. And we head to 3-quarter time with very much game on.
That's a good job on the defensive end. Illawarra are only 35% from the field. And Brad, they've reduced the Hawks' effectiveness in the paint. That margin of 8 points did not grow since halftime.
No, 22-15 win there for the Kings in that quarter. But it's still 31-4 in fast break points and off turnovers as Lockie Olbrich heads 2 and giving up 14 offensive rebounds. They've just got to do a better job.
And the Hawks have to return to inside focus.
Yes.
Olbrich, Froling pick up his 3rd foul, definitely hurt, but they have to repurpose themselves right here in the 4th.
Here's Kwat Noy. The rebound to Lee. Back to the 3rd quarter. The Hawks
for 2 minutes, but Brad and I have different views on these particular things, but it doesn't mean one person is right. It doesn't mean one is wrong.
League MVP Derek Rucker.
I don't believe you at all. You know you think you're right.
true, but I have to acknowledge that you could be right.
Championship winning assistant coach Brad Rosen. So the two colleagues of mine whose opinion we value dearly.
Thank you,
The
Matty.
league MVP, the championship winning coaching staff member. At 71-61, it's the Hawks by 10 again. Lee to bump them out to their biggest lead of the game again. Jung Lee, and the Hawks make an explosive start to the fourth quarter.
And all it takes is a little bit of relaxation from the defender, and Jung Lee makes them pay.
A 9-0 run to Illawarra to start the final period. Justin Tatum implored his team at three-quarter time. We heard the report from Joe Healy, who was listening in. What a response from his team. There's another example. There's another reason why Justin Tatum will surely be Coach of the Year on Monday night.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. But I look at that shot from Jung Lee. That is not an accident. He practices that so much. You look at it, it looks easy for someone. Comes off, turns his left foot, gets his right foot round Derek, shoulders facing, and knocks it down. But look at Coach Tatum there. No one knows anything. They don't care that whether they win this or lose this, they finish first. They just want to win another game, Derek.
They do, and he has a standard, and he's trying to hold them to it. It's very easy for teams to relax when you clinch #1 in the league, but he's looking for more. He knows he's got to drive his team. They have a break upcoming.
Well, this has been huge minutes from a lot of people. You look at Jung Lee, 15, Mason Peatling, everyone.
The Sydney Kings have not scored since three-quarter time of 8 tonight. His 67 or now 68 threes against Sydney are his most against any opponent, but he's been inefficient in the land of plenty.
Amy will tell us.
Hey, believe in yourself, man. You saw what happened.
I might just jump in your car and take this drive back to Sydney with you for entertainment value as Jung Lee misses a shot. He hit the deck, wanted the foul call. There was none coming, but the offensive rebound is taken by Illawarra again.
Number 17, Matty.
Swaka the bullet really makes it hurt. Seasons for Sydney, and they've continued into the final game incredibly tonight. Just updating, no Xavier Cooks, shocking plenty at the stadium when he was a no starter because of personal reasons, according to the club. That on top of injuries to Galloway and Lupepe that have been around for months now, and they have
The fact that he hasn't shot the ball well.
turnover. Brace yourself. 33-year-old Blanchfield elevates. Perth with 14, Southeast Melbourne 13. The team averaging more than a ton. Wani and Ballinger. Who's going to take the last shot? Come on, put it up, Ballinger. He loses the ball. It falls instead for Malawatch. He throws it away, and that will leave only 0.8 of a second or thereabouts on the clock. Justin Tatum, Coach of the Year in waiting. Spurgeon, the final shot. But the team that has led the league in field goal percentage and points per game, not to mention rebounding and so many other stats, leads the league after the regular season.
Completely agree, Drew. As I was saying before, you look at that now, the NBL ladder, Mitsubishi Motors, NBL ladder, 5 and 6, done. That is locked in. 2, 3, and 4 can still change. 1 locked in. 20 and 9 for the season. They were 14 and 14 last year and a quarter of a way from a grand final appearance. What an outstanding season, the Illawarra Hawks.
Haven't they rewarded their home fans? They finish at the Wynn Entertainment Centre with a record of 10 and 4. No wonder they're singing YMCA and dancing for joy in the stands, Derek.
This is going to be a tough place to come in and win a playoff basketball game. We saw how close they were last season to getting to the championship series. They lost game 3 at Melbourne United. They will not have to play a decider game on the road throughout the NBL playoffs.
Have a listen to this. They were champions in 2001. what do you make of this Illawarra Hawks team? Have they played the best basketball of any Hawks team since '79? The only team to be there for every season of NBL.
Well, if you go to the historical metrics, their net rating is one of the best we've seen in NBL history. Their offense is outstanding. They've got depth.
Let's go over to Joe Healy, who's standing by with probably several of the stars, I
I'm
reckon.
here with HJ Lee. The guys are celebrating around him. HJ, how sweet is that? You finished on top of the ladder. You've swept your arch rivals. What a performance.
We're still worried about Trey and Darius without, but I think we really have a good team chemistry, and that we're strong enough to play, finish in the first seed.
Is this the loudest you've ever heard it in here? That was a wild atmosphere.
Yeah, I couldn't hear what JT was saying. I was just keep playing, but we got the best results. So shout out to the crowd.
How do you celebrate this one with the team?
Well, recovery first. We'll enjoy the regular season champion, but job's not done, and then we got still the most important part of the season coming up. So we'll be prepared for that.
Enjoy this and good luck for the rest of it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Joe. A happy man indeed. There are plenty of happy Hawks. We're not far away from going to the West, Perth against Adelaide. But right after this, we'll come back to a buzzing Win Entertainment Centre. Joe and the boys wrap it up. The Hawks, regular season champions of NBL 25.